open up using the medicine wheel, what it does is it holds a very strong space for the energies to be calibrated and for your activation energies to go through. We all have a soul star 60 to 100 centimeters above our head. It's the energy that we use to bring the portals of light through. We may not, some are aware, some are not aware of it. So I always open a collective soul star. Whatever is required for your soul at this time, it begins to open up and it brings in exactly what you need. I'm able to hold the circuits to make sure that I don't burn your electrical circuits as you go through an upgrade. Quite often you'll notice I'll look into your eyes or I'll give you a piercing energy. It's not that I'm looking at you physically, I'm tuning into the vibration of the soul and shifting what needs to be required. So what I may not make a lot of sense at the head energy, or you'll hear the words and think, whoa, I missed a lot of that, but your heart knows what I'm speaking. So it's all about heart speak, soul ascension, and working with your spirit frequency. Everything in life is energy, vibration, and frequency motion. So when we work with these codes, light DNA, frequency activation portals, what we're actually doing is awakening parts of you that have been dormant through the ages of time. So the first thing I do is I'd like to open up using the medicine wheel. If there's anything you're working with at the moment, anything you want to shift, physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual, certainly hold that intent to release it, because I work very, very strongly with Pachamama. You'll feel the energy of the earth, of Lady Gaia, of Mother Earth, to take on any energies that no longer serve you. Please understand that a lot of people say to me in the talks or when I'm doing sessions, but if I send it to the earth, aren't I hurting the mother? Aren't I hurting Mother Earth, giving her all my toxicity? It's actually the opposite. Mother Earth uses what we call hucha or mehui. Mehui means energy. She needs that in order to recalibrate it, because we are part of an ecosystem. We are not separated. We are completely integrated and connected to the all. And in that connection, what we release becomes a fuel, a food source for others to benefit from. So rather than contain contamination, toxicity, blockages, or energies in our body that no longer serve, it's a way to release. When you ground, when you breathe deeply into the Cusco, into your energy, your lower grids, release it down into the earth. What you're doing is you're resetting. You're recalibrating your energy field so that ionization can occur. We are, even though we appear to be real, we are vibration, we are frequency. We are made from light, sound, and movement that has consolidated into a denser matter to form the illusion that we are here. But our spirit is beyond this. We are immortal. We are eternal beings having a dimensional experience here. So in that energy, anything you want to shift is not from the brain. It's from you reactivating yourself to higher grids through quantum physics. E equals mc squared means we are energy. And the energy is mass over the speed of light. So when you want to shift something, it doesn't have to happen through the head. It's the intention. It's you activating and opening your soul to the expansion within you that is ready to shift in this consciousness. So if there's anything you want to release, make it it's an opportune time, especially as a collective pod. There's no coincidence. It is synchronicity that we're all here, that we've calibrated at this time to meet, to be able to open up to the higher grids. So if you want to release anything, send it down to the earth through the collective soul star that I'll open. And any energies you want to bring up, you can ask the mother to bring it up for you, and we reset your silver and gold grids. So take a few deep breaths in. Take a few deep breaths in, really down into your belly. I'm noticing a lot of breathing here. When you breathe at this part of your body, you've cut yourself off, and it usually connects you to the reptilian brain. The deeper you breathe, the more you connect to your neocortex and the God brain. Take a few deep breaths, release all that energy, anchor in with the earth, set the intention of what you want to remove, and anything you'd like to bring in that's part of your deepest desires. We all have desires, we all have higher frequency grids that we want to bring in, but some of us have fear around it. Some of us don't believe that we are worthy of it, and some of us hold the intention that I'm not good enough. Today is the day for you to shift that. We're carrying a collective soul star here, and the energy I'm sensing very, very strong is you're all at a precipice. I can feel there's like it's quite a strong, it's like a hum that I can see. I can hear it in my fifth eye, in my fifth ear. What I'm feeling is you're at a precipice. A lot of you are at a turning point in your life, and you're ready to be shifted through. Today is the time to allow yourself the tenacity of your soul, the power and the courage in your heart to shed that through. So when I open up the medicine wheel, you'll feel it, because I open up with very strong archetypes. And just to let you know, because I get asked this a lot, especially when I come to Brisbane, I'm from Byron Bay, so I totally respect the traditions and the indigenous people of this land. Even though I'm opening with the Inka and the Quiero and the Leka lineage, I always ask for permission from the local indigenous tribes that we come in honor, we come in right relationship, and with absolute permission that we are here to work with the grids of light, that we are here to link the red brotherhood, the yellow brotherhood, the black brotherhood, and the white brotherhood back together again, that there is no division, that there is no separation, because the soul does not have a gender, the soul does not have a color, and the soul has nothing in it where there is prejudice. It works continuously knowing that we're all connected and interconnected through the matrix of light. We're all divine presence. We're all divine awareness that have had the illusion and the veils put over us through birth to believe that we are not. We are breaking those cycles. We are smashing those paradigms through the last 4 ages, which are approximately 25,920 years. Each cycle has taken us through the evolution of humanity. We're now in the evolution of technology and the evolution of information, where we're here to grow, we're here to expand, we're here to pursue what's our highest destiny. And it's not power to the few, it's power to the people, power to the masses. You bringing back your self-empowerment, knowing that you are the God essence, you are God-like, and I will take anyone on that tells me we are not. When people come up to you and say, how dare you use God's name in vain? How dare we are not to? We are the God, Goddess, re-rising. This is a phoenix rising of our soul, of our spirit, remembering that the truth of who we really are. Yes, we are. We are the God essence, and we are the Goddess essence. We are masculine and feminine united to form the sacred alchemical marriage within our soul. Who are you not to be? If you are born and still alive post-2012, it's because you are here to do something special. You have a mission. You have a divine destiny. You have a divine purpose. You're not just here for mediocrity anymore. That was the age of Pisces. We've now moved into the golden age, the age of Aquarius. This is the dawn of a new time. This is the window of the Alcini belt, the pioneers of light. The way showers are born now. It's no longer about the victimhood. It's now coming into victory. It's coming into ascension. It's coming into evolution, upgrades and activations of the highest purpose that you can achieve and be in this lifetime. We are here to show the way, each and every one of us. There is no leader. We are knights. We are the White Knight Templars. We sit on the oval table together, each one bringing their gift to share and expand the light so that we may lead the way for the next pods that are coming through in the 5D evolutionary grids. We are leading. You're born to do something special. I don't care what you've been through and what's happened. It's what you've asked for. It was preordained prior to your evolution into this lifetime. You chose to be here at this time for a purpose. Embrace it. Allow it. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your financial status. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It doesn't matter the background you've come from. You have come here for victory. You have come here to see the God essence within you and to activate that and bring those gifts so that you can share with others. So without further ado, I'll now open the medicine wheel. Please set your intentions strong. Aim high. We are not, like I said, mediocrity is finished. This is the time of the golden consciousness. This is the time of the white brotherhood and the white sisterhood of light reuniting, reactivating, recalibrating the planet back to its highest potential. So why not you? Why not allow yourself to be into that expanded grids? Please come on through. Winds of the south, Sachamama, come and wrap your calls of light around us. Wrap your calls of light around my brothers and sisters. Journey with them. Take them belly to belly upon the earth with your great mother. Let them see that part of them that connects to the earth, that connects to the sacred feminine, that connects to the path of truth, the path of beauty. Belly to belly upon the earth with your great mother. Amaru, Hatun, Amaru, great rainbow serpent of this magnificent land, our beautiful continent of Australia. Amaru, the great rainbow serpent, I ask you to activate, awaken, calibrate the codes in the feet of my brothers and sisters to remember the truth of who they are, to connect them to their innate intrinsic nature, the path of the feminine, the hearth, the yin, the darkness, seeing through the eyes of darkness to shed their skin all at once the way you shed your skin. Be with them, Amaru, great winds of the south, Sachamama, we call you to be here today. Wrap the Kundalini and activate the higher grids within them. Be with them and journey with them as they awaken and remember the truth and the path to inner healing, to inner empowerment, and to that inner energy that is all-knowing within their soul. Ho! Winds of the West, Jaguar, Otarongo, Mother Sister Jaguar, you who understand the medicine wheel so well, you who understand fearlessness, tenaciousness, power in the soul, be with my brothers and be with my sisters, you who see through the eyes of darkness in the Amazon, who can transcend time and space, who has no enemies in this world or the next, journey with my brothers, journey with my sisters, transmute and mulch all the energies that no longer serve them. Take it down to the Neparuna, where it can do no harm and never come back. Mother Sister Jaguar, Otarongo, the puma, all the cats, the felines, the meerkats, the power of the divine feminine. Be with my brothers and be with my sisters. Activate that part in them to release anger and rage and misfortune and delusion, distortion, the veils of illusion that have held them back in the last 26,000 years. Activate that frequency within their sacral. Let them awaken to the higher potential codes, crossing that rainbow bridge to the place of the swallowing sun to a new dawn. Ho! Hatun Otorongo. Hatun Otorongo. I ask you to hold strong medicine space around them. Protect them and activate them throughout this day and beyond until the archetype has sealed into their vibrational frequency. Ho! Ho! Winds of the north, ancestors, ancient ones, grandmothers and grandfathers, those that have gone before us and those yet to come, our children and our children's children, the seventh generation, the new root race upon this planet, the place of Manu, the new sisterhood and brotherhood of light, the new races that merge to become one in the center of the medicine wheel. We ask you to be with us, to all the ancestors, to the golden chain of healers that have walked this earth before us, to the 555 shamanic tribes around the world. We come in honor, we come in respect, we come in divinity, and we come in right relationship to all beings, to all sentient beings, to the two-legged, the four-legged, the furred, the finned, the furry, the winged ones, the plant kingdom, the mineral kingdom. All are our brothers, all are our sisters. We are all one, connected in this matrix of light. I ask you, great ancestors, to let my brothers and sisters here see the sage within them, the guru within them, the empowered soul within them, to bring that and awaken that within them this lifetime. Thank you to the ancestors. I ask you to hold medicine space around them, to warm your hands by their fire and whisper to them in the winds. Ho! Winds of the east, eagle, condor, Hatun, Kontur, Hatun, Apuchin, Hatun, Altamaseak, the great sacred holy mountains around this beautiful planet, the Glass House Mountains and all the mountains around the Sunshine Coast, and to Walimbin, to all the sacred mountains up the north coast. We come in honor, we come in right relationship. We come and ask you to bring the wisdom keepers down from the mountains to ceremony with my brothers, to ceremony with my sisters. Show them that path of wisdom within them, to reawaken and reactivate the codes that are dormant within them for this time in consciousness. Hatun Apuchin, Hatun Condor, you who know the place of the highest vision, the place of the highest mountain peaks, the place of the rarefied air, journey with my brothers, journey with my sisters, take them wingtip to wingtip with you. Show them the path of all-knowing within their soul, the path of homoluminosity, and the path of all-knowing with clarity and vision, that place of epic beauty within their heart, within their spirit, to awaken and activate this lifetime. Ho! Hatun ultimaseak, hatun apuchin, hatun kontur, ho! Pachamama, Hatun Pachamama, Hatun Mother Earth, Sacred Mother, to the Mother of all mothers, Lady Gaia, the Divine Feminine, Mama Kocha, Mama Kia, Mama Kona, Pachamama, to the Divine Feminine in each and every one of us, and to all the beloved mothers. We come in honor, we come in right relationship, we come with beauty in our heart, we come with humbleness to serve, to leave no footprints on this planet other than the footprints of ascension, the footprints of light, the footprints of love, to assist you to ascend, Gaia, to the highest vision that you can be after the last 100,000 years of darkness. And as you awaken, we awaken through the earth portals, the earth grids, the crystalline matrix, the 7 lords of Amenti. We come in divine respect, in divine humility in our heart to serve, that we are earth keepers, stewards of this earth, guardians of this magnificent earth, knowing that we were born for this purpose at this time, to assist the evolutionary grids of the 144 DNA light codes of all of humanity to ascend. May we be in honor and right relationship with the 2-legged, the 4-legged, the furred, the finned, the furry, the winged ones, the plant kingdom, the mineral kingdom, the stone kingdom. All are related. All are our brothers and all are our sisters. We come as one unified field through the matrix of light, reconnecting through divine consciousness and pure presence, pure awareness of who we are. Divine Mother, Ho, Pachamama. Pachamama, Aho. Inti Tai Tai. Wira Tixi, Wara Culture, Wonkan Tonkan, Great Spirit. Ho! You who are known by 1,000 names across 1,000 cultures, yet you remain the unnameable one. Great Spirit. We come in honor, we come in respect, remembering the divinity and the truth of who we are, the divine consciousness, the pure presence, the untainted part of us that belongs in the Garden of Eden. I activate that in each and every one of my brothers and sisters, to ask for a pillar of light to be put around them, to show them their higher consciousness, the higher evolution, the multidimensional parts of themselves that they have yet to connect with, or to remember that part of them. To the star brothers, star sisters, star nations, galactic beings, galactic federation of light, the galactic council of light, we come in honor, we come in respect to all star beings, to the star seeds in which we are from, to the golden chain of healers, to the archangels, the angels, the ascended masters, the benevolent beings, the great beings, and to all the beings that work in the higher grids of unconditional love. I ask you to assist us, to be with my brothers, to be with my sisters, and journey with them as they activate and awaken parts of their soul for this time in consciousness, from the dormant mode into the reactivation, the recoding, the recalibrating, the reintegrating, and the resynthesis of who they are in this time of 2018 to 2033, the highest time in human evolution, acceleration of the soul human movement, where they become homo luminous through the activation portals and releasing and removing the homo sapien energy, the reptilian brain within them to be transcended into the body of light, the luminous frequency, and for those that are ready, into the homo galacticus, the multi-dimensional parts of themselves. Activate Inti Tai Tai, Wira Tixi, Wara Culture, Wankan Tonkan, Great Spirit, Aho! many of you that have been going through, I'm sensing a lot of physical symptoms. Some of you have been going through some physical ailments, a lot of tiredness. Am I feeling that right? Feeling a lot of heaviness and energy where just not enough energy, not enough, a lot of confusion and not enough clarity. Seeking where you're meant to be going, asking what is your mission. Can you just put your hands up to see if I've got the right energy, what's happening here? More than half. Put your hand up so I see it really well, because I want to activate that for the group. Okay, beautiful. What I want you to do is to tune into your heart space and one into your sacral area. So put your left hand on your sacral, right hand on your heart, maybe above your sacral, but into the navel area, just so I can open up these grids for you. So as we're moving into 5D, what's happening is we are going through a shift. Our body before used to be a carbon-based system of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, potassium grids. As we're moving into the 5D grids and beyond, 5D to 12D, we're moving into a silicon-based, more helium, which means much lighter. In silica means we're becoming crystallizing. In the crystallization process, it can bring pain on. In the 5D grids, because before, prior to 2012, in order to ascend, in order to come into the light grids that we are now, we had to die. We had to go through the earth, through the momentum tunnel of the earth, down through Middle Earth and up through the Lords of Amenti and out that way to ascend. This lifetime, this current consciousness, we are doing it in flesh. So you are what we call a master soul. In that, we don't have the maps, the mythic maps on how to do it. So a lot of us have been through a lot of pain physically or emotional, or going through energies that we're not sure how to navigate. We haven't been given maps. We are creating the maps. We are the ones that have chosen to come in at this precipice of a new dawn to show the new way, the new energy, the new vibration, to activate the DNA light codes within us. So in that, what I want you to do is to breathe into the solar plexus, and there is the energy of your soul. Your soul has a lot in it. So the masculine part of you is light, the feminine part of you is love. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. We have masculine and feminine grids within us. The masculine is on the right, the feminine is on the left, irrespective of sexual gender this lifetime. So that's in the horizontal grids. In the vertical grids, your masculine energy is solar. Solar means sun, which is light. Light is masculine. The heart is love. The heart is feminine energy. So to balance into the vertical, which means in your 3D grids, to hold both those centers, I'm just going to do a quick activation. Breathe into your belly 3 times and allow whatever physical ailments, emotional, or the clarity, the confusion, the doubt, the distortion, the not seeing clearly, breathe that right into your groin area. Because in there is what we call our first 8 primordial cells. They are activating there through the Akashic records, or what we call the Fibonacci code 0.0168. Take a few deep breaths. Close your eyes and release the energy so I can activate anything of any physical, any emotional, any spiritual, any distortion, any way you haven't been able to see clearly. Let's really release it for you now. Two things that will help you, and I mentioned it yesterday, this group is carrying the same. As we're going through these upgrades in Ascension, it's happening naturally anyway, whether you're aware of it or not, but it's been accelerated by your thought forms coming on. The light's rays are hitting the earth at the moment through the 360 factors, through the activation portals, through the energy grids of the earth. We're now releasing back into the earth all the old distorted parts of us that we are carrying at a karmic level, not from just this lifetime, but from all the lifetimes from the dawn of time. We're carrying that in our gut. A lot of us may have had gut issues. I highly, highly recommend there's 3 things I'm feeling as I was tuning into the energy collectively here, to use what they call digestive enzymes. You can get vegan ones from any of the health food shops, and probiotics for any pre and probiotics and digestive enzymes, because believe it or not, In the body, we carry the cellular matrix of pain of all the ages that we have had. So when you're reborn, your soul comes into what's called an astral body and forms into the physicality. The memories are still stored in that soul. So when you come back into the temple, they come back with you. That's why you have what's called deja vu, or you meet someone and think, I know them, or you meet one and think, oh, no, I know you. That's because you've had a past life memory, and that's been triggered in your cellular memory. The energy of any karmic distortion, period. I'm a shaman. I've been practicing for over 20 years. It's all I do is extraction work. We carry the pain of karmic DNA, old rooted issues in our gut. So the best thing to clear it right now, horsetail tea is brilliant to bring on your silicon body, so you don't release a lot of the pains in the joints. I promise you this, it's powerful. Or you can buy the vegan silica capsules. Get the ones that are made in Australia, because the constitution of them is some really, really high organic soil, high organic sand, where there's been no manipulation of the waterways. Silica or horsetail tea, pre-digestive enzymes and pre and probiotics. The pre works on your feminine grids, the probiotics work on your masculine grids. The probiotic works on the energy of bringing, if you haven't got the system or you've been weak or sick, use probiotics to build you first. When your matrix feels healthy and you feel alive and vital and you're really energetic, go to prebiotics. They are fantastic for reigniting your entire, because the flame grids for us are in our belly, they're not in our heart. The flame ignition is in the belly in the 3D. In the heart, it gets activated in the higher portals. So to activate in the body to bring health and vitality, use pre-digestives, prebiotics and probiotics as a combination. Very powerful. What it does is it releases all the old karmic wounds we're carrying. That's where they're stored. The emotional pain is carried in the heart, but in the physical body, it's carried in the gut. When you reset that, I promise you, it releases a lot of energy so that you can start to feel vibrant and feel healthy and feel alive and feel clear. It'll give you a lot of clarity. Another thing that came to me for the group was to get nettle tea for your blood. Some of you, your blood is not flowing fast enough. As we're accelerating, we're going through a blood cleanse at the moment. Our blood is moving, and if you look at the blood energy, it's red and blue, which is masculine and feminine. So if you want to reignite your blood, you don't need, I promise you, if you use nettle tea for the next 14 to 28 days for an entire moon cycle, shamanically we work with the grids of the earth, which is moon cycles. If you use it for the next 28 days, it will clear any cholesterol, any high blood pressure, or any sluggishness in your blood system that needs to be recalibrated. It's nettle tea, but I would use the one that's made in Victoria from Murrabin. Really powerful, because again, it's organic, arid desert energy that's got really high potency, and there's also a galactic portal there. So the energy grids, remember, on the earth, there are places that are very high power portal energies. They are not there by accident. Some of these temples that have been built in Chichen Itza, in South America, in the Galapagos, in Easter Islands, Uluru, Egypt, they're not by coincidence that they're built there. Of course, you all probably know of Glastonbury, really high power portals on the planet. We have quite a few of them in Australia as well, and the Aboriginal elders know all of them. As shamanically now we're beginning to open the tribes through the inner earth grid. So we're opening and awakening the earth through the inner earth activation meridian lines at the moment. As they awaken, the portals begin to open, and the pulsations come through the earth to help us to awaken. Not only are they coming from the light codes of the sun, but the inner earth is also awakening. As we awaken, as we calibrate, as we connect, going back to our roots, going back to our foundations, going back to the energies that teach us how to be indigenous again, how to live with the land, how to live with each other, how to live with the two-legged and the four-legged, how to come and respect and honor our body resets, because we're all connected. I've noticed here that the body, you're all carrying a weakness in the body. If you just release that through the heart right now so I can reactivate it for you through the spine, I want you to vision the color red on your left-hand side. So for you, it's the opposite. Red and blue on the right-hand side, which is masculine. I want you to integrate the energy of masculine and feminine, like two snakes coming together as a kundalini, reactivating that energy coming up your spine. So from your coccyx bone, there's a coccyx bone, 0.0168 is the Fibonacci code of that. Bring that up all the way up to your spine, red and blue, intertwine them equally. Intertwine them equally, and what that will do, that will actually allow it to come, and it's all energetic, it's all intention. If you just set the intention and you use the code 0.0168, we are made with the pi ratio. We are made with Fibonacci codes. These codes are Ascension. Ascension is not language. I'm giving you the language of it so your mind understands. But your soul is working with me. Your heart knows this through truth because it understands codes. It understands DNA. It understands light. It understands sound. It understands frequency. It doesn't work with language. Language is just to give your mind a peace of mind. But the energy we're doing is working at a much deeper, higher frequency level. So I just want you to activate that. Red and blue coming up as a caduceus, masculine and feminine intertwining. To the 144th DNA light code. We're also moving from a 7 chakra system to a 12 chakra system, opening and activating through the pineal gland. Anywhere you can remove any toxicity. No more fluoride in your toothpaste. No, try to use organic water where you can. Using fresh organic vegetables, organic grains, organic seeds will help you to reset and recalibrate your frequency to the 144th DNA light code. It naturally happens. We don't need to do much. We need to come back into the being rather than doing. I'm just giving you the information to help you remember your own wisdom, your own intrinsic knowledge, your own intrinsic knowing already has the energy already within it. They're just dormant. So when you meet someone like me who's working with the Ascension grids and beyond, there'll be others you'll be meeting. There's quite a few of us working on the planet at the moment as the pioneers. The way show is through. We're just showing you your own torch, your own light, the power you hold, the wisdom you have, the intrinsic energy you have come here to share and shift and upgrade and activate and calibrate into your new higher light grids. You are here to do this. You are here to live a higher destiny. We're not just here to have a mediocre life. Nobody is. Victimhood is gone. It is toast. We are now living in the place of being victorious, of being the God, Goddess energy. We are the Shiva Shakti. We are the Isis Osiris energy in our own unified field, self-empowered, self-activated, self-referencing. When you become self-referencing and you assist others, you will stand up. You'll also show them how to stand. They don't need to be held. You just need to stand by their side saying, I'm right by you. I've got you while you do this. When you do this for your own masculine and feminine within your own grids, I promise you, your entire system begins to naturally upgrade. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to be done. We keep thinking, what do I have to do to ascend? All I'm saying is I'm giving you a few little things, a few little feelers of the vitamins and the minerals. I know these will change your life. If you do this for 28 days, I know it because I'm living it, embodying it. As shamans, that's all we do is we use a lot, work a lot with herbs, tonics and tinctures. And being vegan, I'm very, very passionate about knowing which ones will work with all systems of the bodies. As we upgrade our body and your body comes into right relationship over the next 28 days, naturally, your blood begins to cleanse itself. In the cleansing, it goes from a carbon-based system to a crystalline system, which means there's more light in it. The ATP in the mitochondria releases more human genome. Naturally, you don't need to do anything because the codes of the sun are already doing it, and the meridians and the ley lines of the earth and the axiotonal grids of planet Earth are already doing it. We are stepping. We are the conduit between heaven and earth. We are becoming heaven and earth. We are the grids of the masculine and feminine, the alpha and the omega, the electrical and the magnetic. You were born to do this. You were born to shift the consciousness of this planet through who you are. For what you are here to do, for what you are born, just your essence, your presence is a very important piece of the puzzle in human evolution, in human consciousness. I don't care who you are, where you've been, what you've done, you are here with mastery in your soul. You are here with DNA activation grids of the 144 DNA light codes that are ready to awaken. Why not you? Why not now? Why not allow yourself to open to that? Because as you do, it gives others permission to do it. Each ripple has an effect. If we stand in our power, if we stand in our light, if we stand up for what we truly believe and hold that with conviction, unwavering, I promise you, it gives permission for others to do the same, and it brings them into their own power, their own tenacity, their own fearlessness so they can step in. This is what we are here to do now. It's power to the people. It's power to the mass consciousness. We, as this collective group, do you understand the power we have to smash that paradigm of the human collective soul of fear, of delusion, of distortion, of the veils that have kept us bound for the last 100,000 years? For 4 cycles we've gone through this. This is the cycle we can shift. The next 26,000 years are pivotal, and between 2018 and 2033, the fastest, most accelerated ascension portal ever. It will never be at this level, at this rate, at this acceleration motion of the Fibonacci codes. Why it's happening so quick is because we are ready to shift into a whole new consciousness. A new root race is being born through us. The twin flames are merging. The crystalline matrices are opening. The axiotonal lines in the earth are beginning to now activate and upgrade to awaken humanity to its pure potential. We were born because we knew in a past life we've done wrong, or we have held mastery and are ready to bring those mastery back to this lifetime to shift humanity and remind them of the truth of who they really are. The density of the old ways, of the patriarchal, of the distortion of power, of illusions, of veils are finished. It's time to be transparent, invisible in your power, to be in that place of complete integrity, impeccability in your soul, holding the truth of what really means something deep and meaningful for you. And through that conviction, allowing others' conviction to flourish, that we become the new flower of life, the new template, the new seraphitha, the teraphitha, the new tree of life that's being formed on earth as we speak. We are the new acorn becoming the oak trees, sharing new wisdom, sharing a new light, breeding a new humanity of peace and unity and love projected through our third eye and the Merkaba of our golden triangle. Just one quick activation. I've got to close up for the next speaker. I want you all to take this into your left eye. Before I just want to quickly show it to you, couldn't carry it because I've just come back from South America and America doing activation, so I had only a limited amount of space I could carry sacred geometry. Prior to 2012, just quickly, this is a real in the atomic cells of your cells. The element of air is an octahedron. This is actually, you can look it up on science, the protonic solids. The fourth element is air. It is an octahedron. It's a pyramid-based shape. Just to show you, this is absolute truth, and you can look this up in science. This is known as an octahedron. As 2012 and beyond came, remember I said to you we're becoming crystalline in matrix? This is what it was like in the carbon-based system. What's happening now in the 5D, as we're moving into the 5D grids, we're becoming what's known as a diamond. Can you see it's still four-sided? But it's going from a pyramid to a diamond-sided octahedron. Take this through your left eye. That's the new vibration of the protonic solid of air. And still forming, take it through your left and then shift it 90 degrees to your right. Because when you heal the feminine must get healed first, then the masculine can heal. Then we can rise. We can rise to our greatness, rise to the evolution, rise to be the king and queen within ourselves, our own sovereign being of light. Please reclaim that today. If you take nothing from this talk, because I've got to finish up, they're all telling me to go, please take the fact that you are your own sovereign being of light, that you will never give your power away again to anyone or anything. Reclaim it through the diamond octahedron. Your masculine and feminine forming into your own sovereign being of light. This is the new one in the 5D grids. Moving from an octahedron pyramid, still has its place, but you want to move into a 5D crystalline matrix. This clears the heart, activates you into the higher frequency, and gives you your own inner power so you can hold the sovereign being light of who you truly are. Cleanse it through your heart center and activate it to your upper chakras and your lower chakras. As above, so below, as within, so without. Winds of the south, Sachamama, beautiful Sachamama, Amaru, to the great rainbow serpents of this magnificent country that we all reside on, through to the axiotonal lines, the meridians, the inner earth grids, the vortexes, the portals, the indices. I ask you to open, activate, calibrate, re-energize, resynthesize, and reintegrate the cells of my brothers and sisters through the magnificent dirt of the Sunshine Coast or anywhere where they may live. Take these new portals, these new codes, these new light activations that have been done with them, that they're open through their feet chakra, that they reconnect back with you to the earth, back to Pachamama and back to Amaru. Ho! Winds of the west, Otorongo, Mother Sister Jaguar, I ask you to hold strong medicine space around them, to transmute and mulch any energies in them that take it down to the Neparuna, where it can do no harm and never come back. Journey with them. Show them that power in your eyes. You who see through the eyes of darkness, activate, calibrate, and take it for them. Show them the place of tenacity in their soul, courage and power, having no enemies in this world or the next. Ho! Winds of the north, to the ancestors, to the grandmothers and grandfathers, to all those who have brought the forefathers, to our children and our children's children, to the new root race, the Manu, root race, we welcome you. We come in honor, we come in respect, knowing that we are the way showers, the pioneers of light. I ask you to remember, to recalibrate the dormant cells and reignite them in my brothers and sisters for the highest potential of what they're here to achieve. To the ancestors, keep warming your hands by their fire and whisper to them in the winds of their own sage, their own inner guru, their own inner power, their own self-referencing sovereign beings of light that they truly are. To remember that within your soul. Aho! You winds of the east, eagle condor, you at the place of the rising sun, the highest mountain peaks. I ask you to take my brothers and sisters with you, wingtip to wingtip, Great Spirit. Show them that part of them that knows clarity, that knows purity, that knows the snow-capped mountains, that knows the Ultimaseak, meaning wisdom keeper, meaning the wisdom knowers, the knowledge keepers, the sapphire grids, the emerald tablets, the ruby tablets, the times of ancient Atlantis, ancient Lemuria, ancient Egypt, ancient Peru. Be with them and activate them to remember that wisdom. To our divine mother, Pachamama, to the mother of all mothers and the mother that will never forsake us. All I can say is Hatun Munai, Hatun Munai, Hatun Munai. From all our hearts, our collective hearts, our 5D hearts. Mother, we say thank you. Thank you for nourishing this temple that we reside in. Thank you for teaching us. Thank you for holding us. Thank you for giving us life. Thank you for continuously showing up in unconditional love, no matter what has happened to you. We make a vow to be rainbow warriors of the light, rainbow peace warriors of this magnificent earth, to leave no footprints other than the footprints of ascension, of light and of pure love and divinity in our heart, to upgrade ourselves, to upgrade you, and to assist all of our beautiful brothers and sisters to upgrade so we become united as a new peace nation on earth. Ho! Inki Tai Tai Wira Tixi, what a culture. Wankan Tonkan, Great Spirit, aho! Thank you for allowing us to ceremony and sing this song of life one more day. Thank you for allowing us to come into sacred ceremony, to activate, to open, to calibrate, to reintegrate and recreate regenesis in each and every one of my brothers and souls, to re-give them the gift of life, the gift of soul sovereignty, and the gift of the spirit essence of who they truly are. Hatun Munai, aho! Thank you.